Hey everyone, thank you for watching. I'm making a little impromptu video today. I'm filming this on Wednesday and it'll be going up in the next couple hours here, but I wanted to make this video to address a couple of things that I really wanted to talk about, and mostly focusing on the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, because I know now that the Shape Tape Foundation is getting a lot of buzz for a lot of really negative reasons. I put up my Will I Buy It video this morning like I always do. It was filmed yesterday in the morning and I put it out this morning, and I did mention the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation in there and just gave my initial thoughts of like, yes, I'm excited. I've been waiting for this foundation. Thought it was really cool that there's two formulas and all of that. But I went into filming yesterday's Will I Buy It video not quite educated on everything that has been going on. And with this video, I do want to address Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, but I also want to just touch very briefly on another subject. I've been getting a lot of comments on YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat. I've been getting emails from those of you who watch my videos and follow me on other platforms asking if I'm okay, that I've seemed a little bit down or different or just not quite myself in my videos as of recently, and I definitely agree with it. I thought I was hiding it better, but apparently I wasn't. A lot of you could see right through that, which is so crazy to me, and I appreciate all the concerned messages so much. I really can't even explain how much I do. Unfortunately, this time of year is always hard for me. Holiday time, being separated from my family is hard for me. I've always suffered with seasonal depression, which really sucks. But on top of all of that, I deal with depression very frequently in my life, which is hard, and you know, it can make things challenging. But I've come to realize that I really enjoy having this YouTube channel, because to me it is such a positive outlet and it's such a positive part of my day. I love getting ready, I love being able to film, I love being able to interact with people, and it's been really kind of like my saving grace these past few weeks. I've had a lot going on in my personal life that has been really hard to deal with, that has been very overwhelming to deal with. I might talk about it at length in a later video, but not right now. But I did just kind of want to address that. I did want to say that I really do appreciate all of these kind comments. I talked a little bit about it on my Snapchat last night, and I actually had so many comments coming in from people, you know, saying that they deal with depression as well, and it really helps them to hear other people talk about it because it makes them not feel so alone. So that was another reason I wanted to add that part into this video, but it all kind of correlates together. So just getting it out there that it is something that I've been going through, and I appreciate it. If it's something that you're going through, you're definitely not alone. That is for sure. But how it kind of ties into the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation and why I really felt a pull to make this video is because with everything that's been going on, I've kind of scaled back considerably with social media. I've still been doing a really good job of keeping up my daily upload schedule, and I've still been trying my best to keep up in my comment section, but I haven't been posting to Instagram as much. I haven't really been looking at Instagram as much. You're in such a negative space. Sometimes if you watch too many negative things, it can have a really adverse effect on you. So I've kind of scaled way back. Even just watching YouTube videos in general, I've just kind of gone into myself to try to make sure that I'm okay. I started getting, you know, a bunch of the tags and comments coming in about the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation, and I was really excited when I saw the news about it, because I of course love the Shape Tape Foundation, and like I said in the Will I Buy It video, I've been one of those that's been waiting very anxiously for this release. But I definitely missed the shade range issue before I filmed the Will I Buy It video, but I filmed it, I edited it, and I got it ready to go for the morning, and then I really shut down because of what I've been dealing with. I woke up this morning, I posted the video, and I started to read the first couple comments that were coming in, and everybody was saying, why are you not addressing the shade range? And you know, just things like that, and I'm thinking, what's going on? And then going into my YouTube feed, I all of a sudden saw all of these videos that got posted late Tuesday night or early Wednesday morning with the Tarte Shape Tape, and I just thought, oh, oh boy, I clearly missed something very large here. So I don't like using, you know, dealing with outside things or dealing with depression. I don't like using that as an excuse. I did want to say kind of why I missed that. So all this morning, like as the comments were coming in and I'm thinking, okay, I feel like something is going on here, I started watching other people's videos. I watched Alyssa Ashley's video, I watched Jackie Ina's video, I just watched my friend Liv, and I've been talking with Liv this morning because I'm like, dude, I missed something here. And she was so sweet, like she was trying to calm me down, and I was like, I feel really bad about my Will I Buy It video, I don't know what to do. It was so nice to me and kind of helped talk me through it and kind of get my thoughts together, which I really appreciate. But I went and watched her video and I was like, I wish I would have been a little bit more educated before I made my Will I Buy It video. So I definitely do want to apologize for that. And like what Liv said to me was that I think people just want to know that you have now seen the shade range and you see what the issue is. And I was like, yes, most definitely. And then Jen Loves Reviews put out a video that I just watched as well. I'll link all these videos below. But Jen just did a video and she was like, you know, this is really impromptu, but I just wanted to come on and be like, basically I don't know what it is I should do. I don't know what the right move is here. And I really appreciated her video, and I left a comment saying, you know, I kind of went into my Will I Buy It video not having all of the facts, which I don't like doing. And I typically spend a lot more time on all of my videos than I have been lately, but there's been so much going on that I wasn't able to do that this week. And it's definitely a good lesson for me. I feel like I'm almost like a little bit selfish in continuing to trying to make these videos because I'm like, it's helping me, it's getting me out of my funk, it's giving me something to look forward to, but at the same time I also don't want to, you know, make errors or things like that. So definitely a learning lesson for me, but I definitely just wanted to come on to say that I did not mean to ignore the shade range at all, and just kind of explain why that part was not in my video. I mean, I don't even think I said anything about it. That was one of my shorter Will I Buy It videos, and I felt like I was kind of boom, boom, boom across the board. So I don't even know if I even mentioned how many shades were in there. I really don't know. I filmed that video in almost a complete blur after getting a phone call yesterday, just at the start of filming that video. So I wanted to just come on and make this video and kind of address both of those things. I did want to talk about the depression because of how many people on my Snapchat mentioned that they go through the same thing, and it helps them knowing that other people are going through the same thing. So I wanted to give a voice to that because I think that it's really important. At the same time, I also did want to talk about the Shape Tape because I just felt awful when I saw the comments coming in and that I didn't even talk about something that was so big. I've spent all morning watching the videos and looking up the articles. There were definitely things that I truly had zero ideas about. I read the article in Pop Sugar today, which was very confusing to read. I saw that Tarte turned off their comments on some of the Instagram videos. I had no idea that had happened either. And again, I don't want it to be an excuse, but I'm telling you honestly what's been happening in my life and how it's been, you know, affecting these other parts of my life as well. So I saw that also, so I wanted to come back and just kind of like redo that section of my Will I Buy It, if you will. But after going through and watching the videos and seeing the feedback and looking into everything that's been going on, I definitely have a very different opinion of the Tarte Shape Tape, and I have decided that I will not be buying it. I said in the video that I was planning to buy it once I got to Ulta for the rewards and whatnot, and I am not planning on buying it at this moment. I think there's still people that do want to see reviews of it, and you know, I was reading in the comments that people have already bought it, but I think after everything that I've read and seen, it's not going to be something that I can support. And I really thought hard about this today because I feel like Tarte has been doing some strange things lately. I just recently talked about their Clay Play 2 and I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the release. I didn't understand the discontinuation of the Clay Play 1. I didn't understand trying to like slip a new palette bias. I mean, I spent like 10 minutes in my Ulta haul and try-on video talking about how upset I was at the Clay Play 2. So I don't know, I guess I'm just feeling like some of these moves lately is just a little bit too upsetting, and that I should not ignore it. I'm someone who really tries to stay positive, and when I was talking about this situation on my Snapchat last night, I said I always try to bring the positive vibes, but sometimes I have to admit that I'm also not in the best place. So that's the way that I choose to look at life, is I try to find the positives in every single situation, in every single person, and sometimes I just kind of have to reach a breaking point. The things that I read and the things that were said and put out by Tarte, I can't understand it. I don't understand the logic behind it. I don't know why someone would say that, but I think honestly what is making me most upset with the situation is that we really haven't heard anything from the Tarte representatives, minus this little piece in Pop Sugar, which was very, very disheartening to read. But they haven't said anything else on the situation, and same with the clay play too. They never really said anything on the situation other than they listened to the feedback and revamped the palette. But it was like, no, it still didn't make any sense. Why didn't you change the shade names? Why didn't you change the packaging? Why did you discontinue the first one? Why didn't you just release the second one? Like, what happened here? And I know that they released the 15 shades in each of the 2 different lines that they were doing. At the end of the day, if you looked at all of the shades across the 2, there's clearly people being left out. I've been watching people's videos and, you know, trying to understand and get their thoughts of maybe why this happened. And when Tarte said, well, we have 10 more foundations coming out later, you know, I've been trying to understand, why did they just not get released the first time? Why did they not get all released together? Why are they releasing separately? Jen made a few points in her video that she did that I thought about, but at the end of the day, I feel like something that is upsetting me about not only Tarte, because I've talked about this in past videos, but other brands as well, who are just pushing out too much to consumers too fast, that it seems like really the bottom line that they care about is money. I understand that we're talking about businesses who need to make money. I totally understand that money has to be in the conversation, but at the same time, I just feel like too many brands are focusing on that, and they're focusing on these rushed releases. They're focusing on just boom, 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 and consumers are getting very angry with it. Almost every single week in my Will I Buy It video, people are like, it's too much. Brands are coming out with too much. We're not being able to enjoy the makeup, and a lot of these very fast, pushy releases are not great quality, are kind of sloppy, etc. So I think, and I know a lot of people have very different opinions on what happened with the Shape Tape Foundation, but that's kind of one of my point of views. I have heard that deeper skin tones for foundations, that can be harder to formulate. I know that Too Faced brought in Jackie Aina to help with their foundation in the past to try to get those shades right. So, you know, and Jen was saying this too, that because those are harder to formulate, like put out the easier stuff first and sell it, but that's still not right. It's still not okay. Just because something is easy for you or will make you money right away, like, is that honestly better in the long run to leave out a huge group of people, a huge group of people who support your brand and have supported the brand for a while? And I really don't think that that's okay. So I really wanted to not make this video too long, but it's just been a struggle to get through. But I did want to come back and just kind of will I buy it, the Tarte Shape Tape, now that I am fully informed, and kind of talk about maybe my opinion of it and what I thought happened and why I don't think it's okay, because I really don't. And also to just apologize for not having all of the facts first. Like I said, I don't like using certain outside factors as an excuse, but sometimes I do have to admit when life has just been a little bit too much for me, and that's basically what happened in this situation. But I'm just really sorry for everyone who has felt so left out with all of this Tarte Shape Tape Foundation stuff. It does make me really sad. I was reading some of the comments in today's video and some of the Snapchats, and it just really, it hurts to see that. It hurts to see what other people are going through as well. So I think my biggest thing with Tarte is that I feel like they've just been so sloppy with their releases, with, you know, a brand who is so, I said this in my Ulta haul and try-on, with a brand that is so communicative with their buyers and their consumers, and they put out all these YouTube videos and they're always on Snapchat, etc., for them to basically like shut down when something bad happens and not address something, whether it be the clay plate too, or whether it now be the Shape Tape Foundation. I don't think it's right. Like, people want to buy the Shape Tape Foundation. Everybody, a lot of people were so excited for the Shape Tape Foundation. If you would have just put out a better shade range, none of this would have had to happen, and I just don't get it. I don't get how this got approved. I don't know how it got put out there. I don't know why the Tarte representatives are saying some of the things they're saying. Like I said, I took quite a few hours this morning. I got up to speed on things in a real hurry, and I do apologize. I may be going through a very tough situation right now, but that still doesn't mean that I can let my job and my responsibility slip by. I do feel like as an influencer, especially in regards to this whole situation, and especially with what I was talking about with depression on my Snapchat last night, it definitely kind of opened my eyes to how big my voice can actually be. I always say like, oh, I'm just a small fish over here. It made me realize that while I might not have as big of reach as a lot of other influencers, I still have a very powerful voice and I can still use it. So I really wanted to touch on both of those topics in this video. I wanted to come back and explain my reasonings for the Tarte Shape Tape, but I also really wanted to touch on the issue of depression. I will have some links, some phone numbers down below. So I do want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has left the messages on any of my platforms, or have emailed me saying like, girl, are you okay? I feel like you're a little off. I feel like you're a little different. I appreciate it so much. And then when I did open up on Snapchat last night, the outpouring of love and messages was really amazing, and honestly gave me the courage to even be able to come on and talk about this in a YouTube video. It's very scary. I'm very nervous about posting this video, and I'm nervous about being vulnerable like this, but it really did give me the courage and reminded me of truly how big my voice can be. I appreciate the love and the positive words so much. I hope I was able to clear up a little bit about the Tarte Shape Tape and what I think about it in general, and now what I think about the brand now that I've been able to get educated a little bit further. I will do my best to stay on top of it as best as I can for the future, but I also will be able to admit when sometimes things just get a little bit over my head for me, and I kind of needed to take a step back. So guys, so much for watching. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it so much, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.